is government overreach in the extreme. It's micromanagement in service of autocracy. It's unfair.
But the government, and that would be the Trump administration, would say, if you want our money, you need to play by our rules. What do you say to that argument?
What I say to that is we have a wonderful Constitution that contains a First Amendment, which this government, this administration is violating. This is to say the government does not get to dictate political ideology. It does not get to determine whether faculty or staff are too liberal, too conservative, too this, too that. The First Amendment has a little something to say about that. In addition to that, the government is exceeding its authority under Title VI. Title VI is that law which says you can't use government funds to discriminate. This is a law that was brought into being as a consequence of the blood sacrifice of civil rights workers and African Americans. And this administration has taken that law, turned it upside down, and used it to try to micromanage Harvard and essentially make it a satellite campus of the now defunct Trump University. This is outrageous.
But even if you buy your arguments, and even if you admit that the administration is trying to micromanage Harvard University, it is their money. How much will the absence of that money impact Harvard?
Well, first of all, John, I want to be very clear about this. It's not their money. It's the money of the American taxpayer.
Fair.
So we want to be very clear about that. And Harvard uses taxpayer money to do research on Alzheimer's, to do research on all manner of illnesses, to advance human knowledge, to send teachers into communities to teach. The point being here is the government, as in the Trump administration, doesn't get to use taxpayer dollars to violate the First Amendment. So we have to be very clear about this. This is unlawful. When you read the president of Harvard's letter, Alan Garber's letter, it makes it very clear Harvard is not refusing to comply with the government demands simply out of a matter of a personal prerogative, an institutional prerogative. It is not doing so because the demands themselves are unlawful. They're unconstitutional. This is not the way government is supposed to behave. And if this were done to any major corporation, everyone would understand you don't really get to micromanage business. I was a lawyer in the United States Justice Department. I served as president and CEO of the NAACP. I've overseen federal investigations with serious settlements and demand letters. This is not that. This is literally political ransom.
We will see if any other of these universities or maybe law firms find the courage that Harvard just took. Cornell William Brooks, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Appreciate it. Up next,